Hi, welcome to What's on My Mind. This is my first vlog. Hey, look, the Hulk's in the background. Yeah, Lou Ferrigno. Anyway, this is going to be a blog about just kind of my thoughts, my ideas. Well, not really my ideas, because we all know those can get crazy. Anyway, just my thoughts on what's going on, and we'll get some ideas on what I think we could do to help fix these ideas. Subject matter can go for anywhere from politicians, sports. I'm going to stay away from the religion aspect because that's your own personal shit. I don't want to be involved in it. I'm going to ask that we disdain. I'm going to try my best. Anybody who knows me knows this is going to be rough for me, but I'm going to try my best to keep the language down. And me doing this, any comments, because I'm open and want as many comments as I can get. I want opinions. I don't want fighting. I don't want hatred, and I don't want arguing. We've got enough of that going on. And that's kind of the first subject we're gonna touch on with this vlog. So with it, I'm new to this. I don't have vlogging software, editing software. I don't have a vlogging camera. I'm on my phone, making my first one, sitting on my damn couch. I don't have a studio office or any of that. I ain't got nowhere to put a damn office in my house, let alone have one. But so that being said, I'm open and want your comments, please. Thank you. Uh, I want them to be tasteful. I don't want them to be ignorant, rude, downright belittling or wrong. I will delete them. I'm not going to be okay with them. They're not okay to be putting. I wanted honest opinions on the subject matter that is being discussed that day. I want open criticism. I want to hear your ideas, your thoughts, your opinion. I don't want if you see an opinion you don't agree with, that's fine. If you want to kind of argue a point with them, that is fine. But if you were going to belittle and be a complete dickbag about it, because there's no other way to put it, if you're going to be a complete dickbag about somebody else's opinion, don't put a damn thing down. I don't want your hate. I don't want the discontent. I want kind of an open forum to be able to speak freely. So, with that said, I'd like to get kind of started on today's subject. I'm going to try and keep them around 10 to 20 minutes, not really try to go too far near the 20-minute mark. 15, kind of try to keep that at the max for now. I mean, 20-minute video of some asshole blabbing their lip. Kind of irritating. Anyway, let's get started on this. Alright, so here's of late, and I've seen an asininely large amount of hatred put forth into this world, streamlined by the media, by our politicians, and our public eats it up. I've gone on multiple media sites, ABC News, NBC News, MSNBC, CBS, well, their Facebook pages, I should say. This is where you can get a large mass public opinionation without having to ask for it. Fox News, not so much CNN, mostly because they're too far left. They're too radical in their beliefs, I should say. I shouldn't say too far left. I shouldn't put it that way. They're too radical in their beliefs. I want to keep the political bouncing back and forth down on this. So CNN is just too damn radical in their beliefs. I can't bring myself to really look into their crap. It'd be like watching for moderate liberal, because I like to classify myself as a moderate conservative. That would be like making a moderate liberal look at or sit and watch Infowars for the rest for years. That's another place you don't go to get pertinent information. If you, realistically you want factual shit, you got to find it your own damn self. The media sources can't give it to you. Anyway, back on subject. The hatred, that they're giving us is wow. Our elected politicians are doing it, and our media is forcing it down our throat. Okay, the the one as of late, and just gonna have to throw it out there. It was the person of this matter was a Democrat. That's not saying that I will definitely, if you watch this and you can show me some conservatives pushing their hatred out there, please do. I don't want the president. He's a jackass. We all know this. Read his tweets. If they're pretty much all, it's Donald Trump. We ain't got to say a whole lot more. Before he was president, he was kind of a jackass, and that's as far as language I want to go. So I'm gonna really try not to use too much foul language because it's just distasteful and not good for anybody to be hearing in this kind of setting. So back on subject, the one that comes to mind on hand, and that's because I've seen a lot of it, was Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters at a rally calls for her followers, her peoples, liberals, anybody in general, whoever the fuck will listen to her. There you go. F bomb. Because this just irritates me. It irks me. Calling for him to harass people at their homes, at the gas station, at the stores, movies, restaurants, wherever they may go. And she wants you to harass them and badger them and push up against them and push back against them and let them know that they're not welcome. Well, Miss Waters, I'm pretty damn sure that's not at all what you'd want your kids to be doing when you were raising them. I don't think you would like it if people were at your house or somebody was calling for the badgering and harassment of you. Now that being said, you've had it, Miss Waters. It came. People have pushed back against you as well because of those comments, because of the hatred you are spreading. I'm not saying the Republican Party and the right hasn't been spreading hatred either. I ask, and I'm open to see these because I would like that out there as well. If you can put in the comments, not your words, I want links to the Republicans spreading hatred and discontent, and essentially what this is leading up to, and that I can see, is we're kind of in a hard path for a civil war. And I don't think it's going to go in a direction that people would like it to. It's going to be bad. If we do end up in a civil war, who are we fighting? We as people ain't done nothing to each other. My neighbors ain't done nothing to me. I ain't done nothing to them. No more past saying hi, how you doing? If you need anything, let me know. I'll help you out. It's a neighborly thing to do. That's what we all should be doing. And on the hatred thing, we need to stop this hatred. This hatred is consuming our country so badly and so much that we can't see the good that a person does. All we want to do is find the bad that is being done. We want to find it. We don't want to find the good. We don't want to find the happiness of people. All we've done is found ways to tear each other down and not build each other back up. We insult each other. Our children bully each other to the point that kids are feeling the only way out of life, the only solution is death. Uh, which that's never the proper solution. If you feel like hurting yourself, please find help. I mean, it is necessary, but because of events of parents having this discontent and hatred, I think helps fuel their children to have a discontent and hatred towards other children, and I think that's what helps fuel bullying. Now, I'm not saying that that is the exact cause. I'm not sure. I was bullied as a child. I was kind of a hate-filled child. Not necessarily hate-filled. I didn't like people. I still don't like people, but I didn't like going to school. I didn't like being around people. I didn't like a lot of the people I went to school with. I still don't like them. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like them. I'm more indifferent to them now. I don't really dislike too many people. There are a few. But that being said, I try to see good in people. I have been instilling that in my children. Hell, their best friend now is a little native girl that they absolutely love to death, and she's just the sweetest little girl you ever met in your life. So, it's things like that you need to teach your children, to show them. And I didn't teach my kids to dislike anybody. I've been known to fly off the mouth with the N word. Not towards people. I call lots of things that word. I also try to, no matter their race, religion, like I said, I don't want to discuss your religious views, because that's an opinionation thing. That's not a factual, evidential, ideological. Some religious needs to stay at religion discussions stay at church, and we're not at church. Obviously, we're in my living room. Hey, look, Lou Ferrigno, Mike TV, Iron Man. Yeah, that's my living room. This is my church. So, but churches, we'll touch that subject a little bit. That's a good way to teach love. Most Christian religions preach a lot of love. Love is the counter to stop hate, in a sense. But to avoid hatred, to avoid people filling us with this hatred, we need to practice more kindness. Just be kind to each other. I mean, I'm not the most kind person in the world, and anybody that I'm related to will tell you I'm kind of an asshole. It's just me. I'm very opinionated and outspoken, and don't don't have a qualm of hurting your feelings. I don't. I don't care about your feelings, no more than you should care about mine. So, that being said, it don't mean um going. I'm out to offend everybody I walk through. I'm not. Just not me. But I'm not gonna hold back my mouth either. I'm not gonna hold back my thoughts, my ideas, or opinions. I'm going to put them out there. If I see that you're turning a blind eye to the truth, I'll bluntly tell it to you. Don't care if it hurts your feelings. That's just I'm a blunt, honest individual, or I try to be at least. Uh, so to get back on subject, we need to as people find our kind hearts. We need to get back to what makes us good people, what makes us tick, why our country has been successful thus far. No, that's not right. We need to get back to kindness and civility and treating our people with more respect, starting with our elders. They've been here longer, they've done it more. They've, in general, been more productive in society because they've had more time than the younger generations. So they deserve the most upright respect. And move it down the line, so for as it goes. Just move on down the line. With our children, to teach them how to do this. So I really try to do with my kids is three things. Three things I am very. You do this, your kids will. In my belief, you have a better chance of raising productive members of society if you follow three simple things, in my opinion. Discipline. You must discipline your children. However, you may see fit to discipline your children. Rather, you spank your children when they earn it. I'm not saying if your kid pops off at the mouth being a smartass or whatever, spank their butt just willy-nilly. No. But what I'm saying is you need to discipline your children when they earn discipline. You need to teach your children respect. You need to teach them to respect their elders. You need to teach them to respect other people. You need to teach them to respect others' property and public property. And last, routine. You get them in a set schedule, and you teach them that they need to stay on task, then you are doing pretty alright. They will follow. Children's brains and minds are very moldable. The parents mold them to what they want. If you want your child to emulate every move, well, not move, but every aspect of you, you teach them to do so. Me personally, do not want my kids to emulate my aspect. I want them to be themselves. I want them to be better than me. I'm not going to give my kids an easy task in life to be better than me. I'm 31 right now. I'm going back to college. My soon-to-be wife is literally coming up about 2 years, just under 2 years away from having 2 bachelor's degrees from Utah State University. So, that being said, I'm not setting the standards low for my children. And you shouldn't. And this is my opinion, and solely my opinion, and you can agree with it or disagree with it. I don't care. You can give it to me. And I'll take it. I'll read it. I'll read all the stuff in the comments. Hopefully I get a lot. I hope for lots of views. So, kind of closing this out is, as adults, as parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever, let's start teaching our youth how to be kind again, how to respect their elders, how to become responsible, respectful, successful, productive members of society. The millennial generation, which I'm a member of, unfortunately, I don't like being called that. I'm kind of at the early ends of it, so it's alright. The millennial generation, the first half of it was the end of the last good generation of hardworking individuals. I'm not saying the young kids these days can't get out there and work hard and strive and go forth. But this self entitlement attitude our youth have is part of our issue with our kindness. They don't get their way, they throw fits. Parents cave. Don't believe me? Go walk through a grocery store. Go walk through Walmart for 10 minutes. Find that little kid throwing a fit. If his parents don't haul his ass out to the vehicle and leave with the cart full of shit sitting in the middle of the aisle, they're gonna cave. Don't believe me? Watch. Seen it too many times. If your children are running your house, you are doing it wrong. I remember when I was a kid, I'd have thrown a fit in the store. My mother would have beat my ass right then and there. I probably wouldn't have been able to sit on my behind for a couple weeks. But that's how we was raised. Or I was, at least. I was also raised that you don't backtalk your elders. Your grandparents especially. And if their parents are still alive, you didn't disrespect them. In short, I'm kind of going to start wrapping this up. I'd like to make a challenge to everybody. I'd like everybody to challenge everybody to start having one simple act of kindness a day. Doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be for glorification, which is just assume none of you guys go out for glorification, because that's not what kindness is about. That's not being kind. That's being a self-centered jackass like everybody else. Anyway, if you're out for gratification, don't do it. I should say public gratification. If you can't feel gratified and happy about helping somebody else, then you've got mental issues. Go seek help. Anyway, let's get out there. Let's be happy. Let's do kind acts for others. Speak nicely about others and to others. Let's raise our children and our youth to respect their elders, first and foremost. Let's teach them right from wrong. Teach them some damn discipline. Teach them some respect. All too often, children do not even respect their own parents. I have a neighbor that lives across the lawn. Not friends with her on Facebook, and if she ends up seeing this, oh well. Her son is the most disrespectful little jerk to her and her husband, his parents, and everybody around him. And why is that? Well, if his father tries to discipline him and make him understand he's doing wrong, his mom stops it. His mom allows him to do it. But if he does something a little bit, yeah, you can't get. She'll fly off the handle. So the kid's confused. He's more confused than a hungry baby in a topless party. He don't know right from wrong. He's gonna end up through the system, through the ringer multiple times because his mom can't figure out how to discipline him properly and teach him how to be respectful to others. And that those two things, and when I said come back all the way into my little circle of things you need to do to help raise your kids, routine. You routinely teach your kid respect. You don't routinely discipline your kid. You let your kid earn their disciplines. You've got to let them make mistakes so they can learn. We all did. I'm going to kind of end this right here. Let's get out there. Let's be nice to each other. Let's be happy and do something good for another person. Do small acts of kindness, big acts of kindness. It does not matter. Let's push kindness on the world again today. Y'all take her easy, and if it's fun, go ahead and do it twice. And if it's real fun, name it after me. Have fun, people. We'll see you next time.